The Titanic was a cruise, technically. You could say.
What do you mean technically? It just
It
was.
was a cruise line. Yeah, but when I think of cruises, I think of...
It was just
Water
an old
slides?
cruise.
Yeah, it was an old cruise. But it was also functional. It's like, how do you get from the old country to the new country, the new world? You got to take a boat.
You're just describing a cruise.
Yeah, cruises are like,
Yeah.
you stop in ports of call, you hang out for a second, you get back on, you get your picture taken. There's a comedian, then you come home. You can't say
It was
that.
a cruise. It was a cruise, dog.
Okay, it was a cruise. It was a cruise.
Titanic was technically a cruise, head ass.
So Big T, talk about your thoughts on cruise ships and cruise ship safety and how this became actually an interesting topic for you.
Well, first of all, my thoughts on cruise ships are that I love them.
Yes.
I was made for a cruise. You get on. I don't even like getting off the boat. When you go to the thing, people are like, oh, we're going swimming with stingrays today. Not tea. I'm staying on the boat. I'm going to do all the things that are too crowded when everyone else is on the boat. You go to the wave pool and all that shit. So I love cruises, and I've been on cruises with people who complain of like seasickness and stuff. Never experienced that. I'm on that boat. You couldn't even know it was moving, as far as I'm concerned. Casino on the cruise, awesome.
I stayed in there.
Yeah,
on my cruise. That was really dope.
There's a show every night. Most of them suck, but some are good.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get the good one, you're like, wow, what a great treat. There's just people walking around with strawberry daiquiris everywhere, and you just take one. I was meant to be on a cruise.
I think most people that have listened to you would have you pegged as a cruise guy.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing on a cruise? If you had to pick one.
I mean, the casino that you can just walk to at any moment of the day is great.
Do you ever feel trapped though?
No. Buddy, I
In
lived...
the casino?
No, on the
ship.
cruise ship, yeah.
Buddy, I lived in an apartment in New York City. It was about half the size of this studio we're in right now.
Yeah.
I don't feel trapped.
Have you seen the new cruise ships that in the discounted rooms, they have now the LED walls?
With like fake windows.
and it
Yeah.
like simulates what your view would be if you were in a good room.
I would never be in a non-balcony, but I have seen those, yes.
Yeah, those are kind of fun.
Yeah.
They do seem like my personal hell. I think I would
Wait, you've never been on a cruise?
never been on a cruise. I don't think I ever will.
Let's go on one.
Wow. Well, talk to me. Why not?
Because you can't go anywhere. You're trapped on there. And anytime
That's categorically untrue.
anytime you get to a port, anytime you're doing like a daytime excursion, you have to wait in line for like an hour to get off the
Okay.
boat.
That's clear you've never been on a
You get off the boat, and then everybody in that town hates the fact that the cruise ship is there. And they're like, oh, we got a bunch of cruise passengers today. This sucks.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's just unravel some of the lies that you've been telling about cruise ships.
Okay.
Right off the bat. When you dock, you don't have to wait an hour, right? And hold on, let's back up. I think you're underestimating how huge these things are. So when you're saying you can't go anywhere, you could spend the entirety of your cruise traveling from place to place from deck to deck on these cruise ships and have a great time. So there's a litany of different options to go to, from restaurants to entertainment stuff to arcades to you name it, dog. There's just so much to do that when you say I can't go anywhere, it's just not accurate. You don't feel trapped because you're not. Like, there's so much to do. Secondly, when you dock, you like, I don't know what cruise you've heard of, but like they do a great time of setting call times for people to get off, right? So there isn't that hour wait to get off. They do an amazing time. Like, we walked right off. It was our turn to go. We walked off, maybe like a 10-minute, 5-minute wait, but they are so efficient. And so I must buck back on the efficiency that the cruise line has developed over the years, that it is seamless. Traveling in and out is seamless.
Okay. Well, I've heard different. I've heard that it's like a cattle call. Like, let's get all these cows.
You're talking about when you're
pen.
leaving the ship?
Or getting back on the ship, both.
Getting back on the ship is a breeze. You walk right on.
I disagree.
I've done it and you haven't, so.
I have friends. So I went.
I have a friend. This is crazy.
No, it's true story. True story. I'll redact their names. But we were going on a cruise. Me and a bunch of the boys were going to go on a cruise my junior year of college, I think. And it was spring break. We were going to take a cruise through the Caribbean. I ended up breaking my leg, so I couldn't go on the cruise. So I had to back out at the last second. But I did help them prepare all the alcohol that they were smuggling onto the cruise, because you're not allowed to bring alcohol onto the cruise ship. They want to charge you $20 for a drink, and that's fine. So we sat down in my friend's basement, and we emptied out dozens of Listerine bottles, washed them, soaked them in hot water with soap for about, I'd say, 4 hours, then filled them with vodka, add a little bit of green food coloring to make it look like it was mouthwash. They still tasted like mouthwash, by the way. You can't get that taste out. It's impossible. So they went on this cruise prepared. One of the stops my buddy got off at, got back on the cruise. Security pulled him aside. They gave him a full strip search, fully naked, had to lift his balls up because they thought that he was sneaking drugs back onto the cruise, which he wasn't. They looked at my. How do
we know? How do we know he wasn't?
They looked at my friend's asshole.
How do we know he wasn't sneaking drugs?
Well, he wasn't. They didn't catch it with anything. He didn't have drugs.
Did you help him?
I was not there. I was not on the cruise. I had a broken leg.
Did his homeboys help him?
He did not have drugs on him.
I'm just saying, we don't know. There's always the other side of the story.
So you're saying, what did he do to ask to have his butthole examined?
Could have been sneaking drugs.
I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through the pulling my balls up, and it's like they're checking you into jail. Like, we're gonna delouse you and then bend over.
This is irrational, people. Do you think every cruise attendant has had an anal cavity search?
Not every. But are you willing to risk that?
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want to go on a cruise.
By the way, I'm looking right now. 4-night Western Caribbean cruise has entered the discussion for bachelor party.
How much is it?
I'm in, fam. Hey, hold on. Am I still invited if it's cruise?
100%.
I am fucking in. You know what? That will entice me more. And yeah, that would be just so much fun.
Okay. I like that. I love the excitement.
Friends.
I love the excitement.
In here toasting the fuck Joe Biden. Let's do it, man.
Okay.
Let's do it, Big T.
I'm trying to think if one of the guys who would come is definitely more in line with you.
We need him there.
But yeah, I'm looking at I'm looking at cruises right now.
Hey, that is a way to get me to go.
Okay.
It's probably not a way to get him to go because he.
But that's why we have to do it. You and I can make him go. If you go, he has to.
He has to go, man. You're not gonna get fondled. How about this? I'll go behind you in line, and if anybody fondles you, we go out together, dog.
That's your chief concern?
It's one of my concerns.
What are the others?
Some of my other concerns are feeling trapped on the cruise ship. Some of my other concerns are
take a Xanax.
The food not being that great.
We'll get on a ship where that's not an issue.
Okay, some other concerns include.
I had hibachi. They cook hibachi in front of you. We're talking shrimp. We're talking scallops. We're talking lobster. In front of you.
You're acting like that's the pinnacle of modern eating.
What do you want?
I don't. Well, if the food
they have anything.
If there's something wrong with the food, everyone's getting sick.
There's nothing wrong with the food.
Norovirus.
Bro. That is anywhere.
I'm concerned with the fact that there's really no laws, that you're in international waters.
So we'll talk about that.
That the big billion-dollar companies that are running these cruise ships have no real incentive to protect you. They're just worried about their profits.
Eric, if you were a 22-year-old bombshell woman, I would say you have a valid concern.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody thinking about fucking with you on a cruise. Some 40-year-old podcaster. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. They gonna cheers you.
I'm not worried about getting like sex trafficked.
What are you worried about?
I don't know, just anything that could possibly happen.
All right, here are my concerns about going on a cruise, right? The line dancing will be too much fun. The weather will be too beautiful.
Good weather, yeah.
There will be too much other fun stuff to do. The casino will be too lively.
What if the Wi-Fi goes down?
The Wi-Fi is an issue.
See, there we go.
I had zero problems on mine. I'm just putting that out there. I was 4-day cruise to the Bahamas, zero Wi-Fi issues. Just putting that out.
Do they have sports on TV?
Yes.
Yep. They have sports bars.
No, but Big T that was a yes, but that.
So
Big T
here's
was about
the
to-
thing. Here's the thing. Yes, except it's all like Caribbean
Here we go.
channels.
Yeah.
So like from what I've gathered, every time I go on a cruise, and when I was in Mexico last year, like everything is ESPN. There are no ESPN just has everything. So it's whatever's on ESPN that day, which is so you get like the biggest thing of the day.
Maybe.
Basically.
Maybe.
But we'll go like end of February when all that's on is like college basketball and it's not the tournament yet.
I'm gonna miss the combine.
Yes, you will have to miss a couple days of the combine. Well, we'll go after when's the combine, dude?
Into February.
Okay, we'll work around the combine.
Okay.
You
So
can go to St. Elmo's.
some fun facts. Some fun facts about cruises. I guess I'm the only anti-cruise guy on this show.
I've never been on one.
I've never been on one, and I have no desire.
Thank you.
It's because
The
you
voice
don't know
of
what
reason.
you're missing.
The voice of reason.
I would want to go on it just to be on the boat. Like if it stayed docked, I'd enjoy the activities on the cruise ship, but I don't want to be out in the middle of the ocean.
I'll tell you, one of the most amazing times I had, we were on the top deck, and on the top deck they had this little mini putt course, right? And I'm sitting there, and I got my little ones, and we playing putt, and we just on the top, and the sun is like 13 degrees above the shoreline, and it's nothing but water, and it's music playing. My kids are having a blast. Cool breeze on this beautiful sun-kissed skin, and I had a moment. It's amazing. You gotta do it. It's amazing.
And let me tell you something else. At night, you go out on your balcony, and it's just nothing but pure black.
That's terrifying.
That's not helping.
You've never seen anything like it. Like
that's not.
No, it's
that is-
beautiful.
that is
It's
not
beautiful.
a selling point for me.
It is.
Here,
It's a void of nothingness as far as you can see.
All right, Mike McDaniel. Here's what I'm thinking about.
No, it's beautiful.
The concern for me is if you're on a cruise ship and you fall over, you are signing yourself up for the worst death of all time.
For sure, 100%. You know how you
especially-
avoid that? You know how you avoid that? You don't fall over.
Especially if it's at nighttime and you fall into this black void of nothingness. You're in the water. You see the cruise ship driving away from you. You know you're fucked. You know you're dead. You can stay afloat for maybe an hour, and then you're either going to get ripped apart by sharks or you're just going to have to give up due to fatigue, and then you just drown in the ocean, fully conscious of what's happening.
Everything you just said is 100% correct. The only problem with it is that your IQ has to be about 6 standard deviations below the mean to fall off a cruise ship.
Not true. You could be a child.
Are you a child, bro?
Right,
What
yeah,
are you
you're
talking
40.
No, but you could be. I'm saying one could be a child
Okay.
and fall off. You have too much to drink
You'd still have to be very stupid.
and you fall off.
You'd have to be adventurously dumb. So like, hey man,
100%.
I'm a peek over, man. Don't. All of the railings are especially for you. You might not be able to see over.
Here we go. Here we go.
All of the
Somehow my
Arian and I could fall over if we wanted to. You probably can't.
I'd have to make a conscious effort.
You'd have to use your athleticism.
You'd have to jump.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot there. So you're safe, man. You are safe.
You're
bro.
forgetting how athletic I am, though.
I am.
Sometimes when I walk, I bound.
Okay, Superman.
I'm explosive. These legs are explosive.
We're going on.
Maybe I just don't. Maybe how about this? Maybe I just don't want to be on a ship and think about what would happen if I fell over
Take
and
a
how bad that
Xanax.
would be. Maybe it's just the anxiety.
We're going on a cruise.
I mean, it's an amazing experience. I would absolutely go on. The only trepidation I have now is bringing small kids because of the other unknown factors and weirdos and shit like that. But you straight, you know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta worry about that. You 40-year-old PFT, 5'9",
Thank you.
you don't got no worries, man.